Everybody? Welcome to another video of CR Sports Analysis. I would like to start the video off with a quick recap before I get into today's picks for March 22nd. Starting off with the recap, yesterday, Houston at Miami. Tyler Hero, 20 points, he did not cash. Fred VanVleet for 4 assists, he did not get it. Jabari Smith for over 5.5 rebounds, he cashed. Bam Adebayo for 8 to 10 rebounds, he did not get it. Terrible game. It was on my end. Terrible picks on my end. I gotta do better. Charlotte at OKC shot Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for 20 plus points or under 32.5. He ended with 30 in a blowout win over Charlotte. Cashed both of those. Detroit at Dallas. Cade Cunningham for 20 points, maybe 25. He ended with over 25 points, so cashed both of those. Tim Hardaway Jr. over 2.5 rebounds. Terrible pick. He did not get it. He had one. Memphis at Los Angeles. Kawhi Leonard 15 plus cash. Norman Powell for over 1.5 assists cash. Boston at Utah. Kristaps Porzingis 15 plus cash. Jrue Holiday over 3.5 assists cash. Cleveland at Phoenix. Devin Booker for 15 plus points, he cashed. Kevin Durant for 20 plus, he cashed. Tyus Jones over 7.5 points, he cashed. And Jared Allen for 8 rebounds did not come through. That's just a quick recap of yesterday. I believe we went 11-5. Not too bad, but we still need to do better. Maybe on, when I'm seeing the rebounds, they didn't really come through for us. So today, I'm most likely gonna focus on points. Maybe a couple, player props for a straight bet, but let's get into the video, man. Alright, welcome to the next half of the video where I talk about the player props that I have for today. I do not have many player props today. It's a small slate. So let's get into it. Milwaukee at Sacramento. First pick I have is Brook Lopez over 1.5 threes made. This is just a suggestion. I'm not really sure. Dame Lillard is out. So with Damian Lillard being out, expect some other guys to step up like Giannis, Gary Trent. I actually did not check Gary Trent, but let's get into Brook Lopez. I'm going to check Gary Trent real quick after this. Brook Lopez 4 for 6 versus Sacramento. Cashing this line at 1.5. He had 3 against them. January 14th at home. This season he's cashed 20 out of 36 games. He never went more than 2 games at home without getting 2 threes. On a Saturday at home, this jumps up to 6 out of 8. And then the Saturday period has never went back-to-back games without getting 2 threes. If you look without Dame Lillard, it's still, he's still 7 for 10. Never went 2 games in a row without getting 2 threes without Dame Lillard. That's the first pick I have. Let me check Gary Trent Jr. stats just real quick without Damian Lillard. I might have to refresh my page. Let's see. Without Damian Lillard, Gary Trent, this is just a quick, quick check right here. We don't know. I ain't gonna mess with Gary Trent today, but yeah, we got Brook Lopez for over 1.5 threes made. I'm gonna go ahead and change this pick right here to a confirmed pick. All my orange picks are confirmed picks that I most likely will take. Next, we have Kyle Kuzma for 10 points. Looking back at our Props Cash website, Kyle Kuzma, 10 points. His line is at 16.5, so you might be able to get some value at 10. Just looking at him for 10, it should be slight, easy. Let's see. Away, he's cashed this in 21 out of 26 games this season. His last 10 away games, he's cashed this in 8 out of 10. Again, no Damian Lillard. Since he was traded this year, some of these stats do not line up. But in his last game without Damian Lillard, he dropped 20. So you really could put him over 16.5, but 10 just to be safe. So yeah, Kyle Kuzma for 10 points, and then we had Giannis Antetokounmpo for 20 points. Again, without Damian Lillard, he's 3 for 3 against Sacramento without him. He's 2 for 6 this year without Damian Lillard at getting 31.5. So we dropping that down, way down in 20 points. Terrible odds probably, but this moves up to 5 out of 6 games. And if we look at away, 3 out of 4 games, his last 30 games away without Damian Lillard, he has hit this line in 27 out of 30 games. Just looking on a Saturday, in his last 20 games on a Saturday without Damian Lillard, he's cashed this line in 20 out of 20 games. That's all I have for that game. Like I said, I don't really have too much for today, so it's a short video. Moving on to the game that most likely everyone will watch today, Chicago at the Lakers. First pick, we're looking at LeBron James for 20-plus points. He's back today. I seen a video of him running full sprints. So he is back from injury. LeBron James is back. So let's just first off, LeBron against Eastern Conference teams. His line is at 24.5. But against Eastern Conference teams this season, LeBron has went over in 21 out of 22 games. And if we look at on a Saturday in his last 10 games versus Eastern Conference teams, he's went over 10 out of 10 times and 2 times this season. He had 33 against the Knicks and then 22 against Boston. I also have LeBron James assist. I like his stats at 7.5, the normal game line. If you want to do a straight bet on LeBron, 7.5 assists, but I did bump him down to 6. And we see on a Saturday, he's gone over 2 out of 2 both times this season on a Saturday versus Eastern Conference teams. So LeBron James for 6 assists is, a pretty good bet, especially him coming off an injury. He might start off first quarter just a little bit laxed, passing the ball around. And also for this game, Luka and Austin Reaves, they are both probable, but they are game time decisions. So if they do play, I do expect the Lakers to win this game if all 3 play. Austin Reaves, Luka Doncic, LeBron James, if they all 3 play. Easy Lakers money line. And then I also had LeBron James over 31.5. If this is a maybe bet because it is a straight bet type of prop. So look at him for over 31.5 every time he's gotten. First, let's look at Eastern Conference teams. Every time he has gotten at least 30 against the Eastern Conference team, the game before he has went over the next game. So just looking at this right here, I'm looking at how it's 31 went over the next game, 30 went over the next game, 31 went over, 30 went over, and then 31 right here. We're looking at for another over right there. The Chicago Bulls against small forward position, they're ranked 29th in the league in assists and 25th in the league in points. So LeBron should tee up this game, leading his team to a W. Next, we have Luka for 20 points. Pretty self-explanatory. Luka for 20 points against Eastern Conference teams this season. He's 9 for 10 in his last 10 games as a Laker. He has gone over this line in 10 out of 10 games. versus Eastern Conference teams. Well, first, let's look at it. On a Saturday, he averages 31 points on a Saturday in his last 10 games. On a Saturday this season, he averages 30 points. So, probably will be taking Luka for 20 if he does decide to play. This game right here should have a lot of props that come through. But you never know. Nikola Vucevic, I had him for 10 points. His line is at 15.5. I do like Vuce. Against Western Conference teams, he's 21 for 23 and cashing this line. If you look at him away, in his last 30 games, he's 29 and 30. So 10 points should be very, very easy. I'm looking for this game to be a very high total. So I did take the home team total over 122.5. Just looking at the stats, looking at Austin Reaves assists, Luka Doncic assists, they all look pretty good versus Chicago. If these three guys are getting a lot of assists, I do expect the total to go over. So yeah, we did have Austin Reaves. This is a normal prop for over 4.5 assists. Last time he played Chicago last year, he had 8. Obviously different squad this year. He had 8 assists against Denver in his last game that he played. And on a Saturday this season, he's gone over in 9 out of 10 games. And then on a Saturday at home this season, he's gone over in 4 out of 4 games. So Austin Reaves' assist looks pretty good. Probably will be taking that as a straight bet, maybe. Let's see, Austin Reaves over 4.5 assists. LeBron James 20 points, 6 assists. Luka Doncic 20 points. Vucevic for 10 points. Austin Reaves and Luka Doncic are game time decisions, but LeBron James is confirmed to play today. So just a quick little, analysis video that I have for you today. To end off the video, I'm going to show you on FanDuel how I would, parlay these together. First, this is the parlay I like. I like this parlay at plus 194 odds. LeBron for 20, Luka for 20, 6 assists, Austin Reaves 4 assists, Lakers money line. I do like this slip right here. Next, go over the team props. I do like the home team total at minus 114 for over 122.5. And then if we get into this next game, for this game, I would like, let me see, if you want to be conservative, could put Brook Lopez at 1-3. But I do like him for over threes made, over 2 threes made. And then Kuzma for 10 points. We're sitting at plus 103. So I would parlay these together for this game. It's pretty high juice on just Brook Lopez. Minus 144. Going back to this Chicago game, I would take, Austin Reaves probably has good value. 4 assists, I said that already on parlay. But straight bets, Austin Reaves over 4.5. This slip right here actually looks good too. I do like these two props together, plus 176. Then Austin Reaves by himself, minus 158, pretty high odds. And then the last one, player combos, we're looking at points and assists for LeBron James over 31.5. I do like this prop as well. So that pretty much sums up our video and wraps it up. Like I said, not a big slate today. Not really too much to look at, but these are my picks for today. I hope you enjoyed.